we are going to be switching across now to our next game, which is going to be Master versus Matiz in their third game.
Are we taking a break between these now?
No, because we haven't finished the quarterfinals yet. We have game 3.
Have we? Of course we do.
Yes.
I'm keeping track of this.
Yeah, TheWrongCat here runs a clan. I'm not quite sure how, but he's bringing these fantastic organisational skills to bear on our finals here.
This is going well. This is going really well. 1 second, let me just join the game. Okay, now we can get started.
Okay, so we are going into game 3 of the quarterfinals between Master and Matiz. It's 1-1, and this is our game going to be on Forge.
So we're now 1 each, aren't we, on this, of course?
Yes, so if you head over to esports.com, you can vote on who you think's going to win. Is it going to be Matiz or is it going to be a Master? If you just see what the viewers think on that, the voting just below the stream. Whether they think that, I personally think that it's a hard one to call. I think if we saw on Berg,
I feel like the play styles for Berg and Forge are not vastly dissimilar.
Well, how much of it came down to Master just not using his Fabra at the back there?
Yeah, I mean that was game changer. That was. But we'll see. I mean, what it all comes down to is what I said earlier, the third resource in PA, I like to call it, which is your attention and how much of it you've got, how much of it you're spending, and how much of it you're wasting. And I feel like he did a lot of wasting on Berg. And I'll be interested to see if he learns from that and rectifies his mistakes for some nice, decisive play here on Forge.
Yeah, I think I think Matiz has a more solid game. I think he'll be able to. I think he'll be able to take this one. I think he's just a slightly better player. But I see that the Twitch chat disagrees with me. There's a 60-40 in favour of Master.
Oh really?
That's a little PAG on PAG action. So it's going to be PAG, a victory for PAG regardless. But yes, the stream thinks that Master is going to be better on this kind of tight map. And perhaps they're right. Perhaps Matiz won't be able to make his economic skills pay off.
Personally, I feel you've all got rather short memories, but we'll see.
Well, we see that Master going for an early bot factory versus Matiz, who is going for the more traditional vehicle approach on this map. And again, I still favour vehicles. I think bots is a really dangerous strategy that can go horribly wrong.
And has done previously for unfortunate competitors so far in this tournament. Yes,
unfortunately didn't pan out for Custard, but perhaps it's going to go differently here. We see that he's going for a third factory air, which I'm guessing is going to be for Pelicans, so he can try and expand his fabricators that quickly. I don't think it's not going to be for a drop. And Matiz already going for his all-out Fabra approach. He's going to need to get some tanks down there pretty quickly, actually. Otherwise, those docks are going to turn up and catch his Fabra out while it's expanding.
He's building a bolo as we speak, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue as long as he gets it right up in the front line straight away.
Well, you can wiggle around a bolo. If that one bolo goes over there, the docks can still pick off the Fabra with a wiggle. It's entirely doable.
Let's see what the wiggling skills are like today. And we now also see a Skitter, which is going to give him advantage because you can see them coming a lot further than he would have done. So he now knows they're coming. Skitter is unfortunately probably going to get all the wiggle.
Yeah, here goes the wiggle.
Here it comes. The fabricator has done a runner. That was a bad wiggling. Oh,
the Fabra looks like it's going to survive, but there's more docks coming in from Master here. He's really putting the pressure on this, what we will now refer to as the natural expansion. There you go, StarCraft fans. We're pandering. So
okay. Why would we do that? StarCraft's a terrible game. I mean, what?
Oh dear. Oh, the hate is real. The hate is real. But yeah, he's trying to flank round. I don't think Matiz is going to be fooled by that, but he might have enough docks to punch through and just take their Fab out, which is now sitting idle. Very unusual for Matiz. But as you see, Matiz expanding in every direction they can. But docks coming in, he might be able to pull off a better containment strategy than Custard does.
Yeah, that's on both fronts now. We have raiding docks. There's a large force of raiding docks as well. Unless that wiggle improves significantly, however, I don't think they're going to see very much action. Oh, that is some appalling wiggling. Where are your wiggling skills, Mr. Master? You're certainly not the wiggling master.
Well, I think Matiz building up his tight tank base now, and with both of those expansions being in his hands right now, he's starting to look like he's in a relatively convincing position. Although a big Docks push coming in now from Master. He's heading to the natural expansion.
That Faber is going to get... Oh, that was really poor targeting by those Docks. They did manage to get it eventually. But they could have focused him down earlier and had a much more short thing. That was a close call.
I really felt that those Docks actually had the numbers to probably take out most of the stuff that was there. I'm surprised that they only scored the Faber and a Mex kill. I'd expect to see more.
They got a lot of their shots got by the wreckage of the metal extractor. You can see that's down to 62%. That was almost all Docks shots getting caught in that, unfortunately.
Well, you see now that Master is putting his Docks in a ring around Matiz now. He's trying to stop any kind of sneaky expansion play. Neither of them are going though for this Edge 6 expansion. I was very surprised to see that. I would have thought that with this Docks play, Master would have been over there much earlier, claiming that area.
No, I think what we have seen is that he is trying to do what we saw Burncuster try to unsuccessfully pull off in the previous match, which is containment. Just keep Matiz constantly fighting to maintain control of the most basic expansions outside of his base.
Well, I see that the vote has now shifted to a 50-50 split. So people who are voting after the game has started, we know who you are. We know who you are. You should be ashamed.
We will find you.
But yeah, Matiz taking, I think, a very standard Forge approach here. He's moving his tanks into the expansion of 4, guarding the Faber. I would expect to see a radar go up there. Quite honestly, it's normally where the radar will get placed on Forge. Master being a bit more aggressive with his radar placement rather further forward. That may be down to the fact that radar ranges got shrunk in this patch, so maybe they have to be placed further forward now.
I think that's probably got a significant amount to do with it. Again, these Docks just not really being used to their fullest extent. I mean, this is an unusual move down here, with these tanks just going just to sit on these metal extractors. I can't actually see any fabricators in that mix. They're just sat there just to sit on them for the sake of it.
I think he's anticipating some Docks going there now. They camp it out, and we see Master starting to flank round that way. He's just he's trying to stop Master from locking down his expansion. And again, we see Master making some aggressive moves with the commander here. He's going to try and claim the center. I think he's doing a reasonably good job of locking everything down, though. Matiz is
struggling to get out of his main base.
Yeah, Matiz actually going on for his left flank rather than the right flank that people will push out of. But Master has now got down a turret over on the expansion of 6, which is looking like that's going to hold that relatively well. And Matiz nowhere near taking that area, and this Fab is in trouble.
Oh dear, that's really unfortunate. That was on the front line there. That should have been behind those bolos, not in front.
Well,
because that's just cost them everything.
Yeah, at the very least, they should have been given it a nice bear hug, not allowing it to wander so far away from them.
And they just got taken out by 2 shots from the Docks there, and that's another expansion opportunity for Matiz, denied by the moves of the not-so-wiggle Master.
Yeah, but Master is, while he's got an economic lead, almost all of it was going into float there. He needs to get some more factories up, because otherwise the extra metal extractors he owns aren't worth anything.
I'm surprised to see that amount of float this stage in the game from somebody who is this high up in the PA leagues. Well, that's a huge amount of float.
I think we're just seeing people rediscovering exactly how the economy works. With the commander no longer being as efficient a build as he used to be. It used to be quite simple. You get your economy, and your commander just builds nothing but factories. Maybe a power gen every 10 factories or so. But that's no longer the way. You've got to use your fabbers now to start building up factories to really use everything you have. The commander's just not fast enough.
This is true. Perhaps I'm not giving him enough credit, and I mean, to be honest, if I were to sit down and try to play a game at this level, I'd probably be floating and dying and everything else that I shouldn't. I always tell everyone they shouldn't do. I'm great at sitting here and talking about it. When it comes to putting it into practice, it's a little harder than it looks.
Well, this time Master has got to the Master has got to the centre first this time, but neither looking very well supported. Yeah, I think we're going to see another face-off here. And the turret going up from Matiz again. Oh, he's assisting it with his commander as well. That's going up really quickly.
Oh dear. And that commander from Master really... he's managed to put the turrets up in front of him now, but he's in range of that turret, and he needs to be very cautious of that. Because that hurts a lot.
And we see the viewers in their bold strategies now voting more heavily for Matiz.
Really? Who would have thought?
No. Now that he's winning. But yeah, the commander...
Oh, look at this. Actually, a much larger force coming in here from Master from behind. Actually looks like Matiz may have overcommitted, unless he can pull in a lot more forces. His commander's in the front taking all the damage, though. He really needs to pull him back and get the bolos there, the tanks like that, which he's now doing. He's withdrawing. He could have pushed in there. That could have been a kill. But he's
But
had
Matisse
to
has
now
been-
answer to another force from Matisse coming in from behind.
Yes, and if Matisse committed that force more aggressively, he could really pinch him up. And in fact, he's lighting him up nicely there. He's getting ready to.
That commander's in a lot of trouble right now.
Yep,
That force is really going to put in the damage. He's got distracted by metal extractors.
I think he's just gonna pinch the Master there for a bit, and in fact, if he just holds him there, Master could really be in trouble because that's not a. Matisse, as you can see, has now taken a relatively decent economy lead, but of course both of them floating like mad.
I think this is the same thing all over again. Master was doing so well, expanding, keeping everything on the back foot. He just overcommitted to a single strategy. This is his commander fully exposed. He's got commander once, he's got tanks in the other, air fighters coming over the top as well, bombers, the whole works. He's going to try and defend his commander as much as he can. He's just about going to survive this, I think, but it's far too close. He should not have come down anywhere near that far. The Matisse's forces continuing to come up past a nice Uber cannon put there by the commander. Some bolas coming up on both sides.
Yeah, I think Matisse is committing to this. I think he's not. Oh, Master's really stuck now.
Oh my god, he's just building a
down
maze
just
of walls around himself to try and
20% to
defend.
30%. Both now Matisse is looking in trouble. This is really on the edge here.
Matisse has actually got these
He's down to 6%. I don't think. I'm not sure he's going to make it.
Oh! That was so close. My god.
Oh, some just slight overconfidence there from Matisse. He had the troops coming in. If he just waited a bit longer, that could have been his game. But he got overconfident.
That was Matisse's confrontation to lose, and my god, he threw it away. He overcommitted, he chased so hard. The baiting there by Neptunio while he brought in the forces in the rear. He just sat there and baited him with that commander. Oh my god. That was absolutely... we can chronocam that.
I think, yeah, we shall indeed. This is a skip. There was attempt for containment by Master. Was going all right. He was doing a reasonably good job, and Matisse gave him that 6 metal expansion far too easily. But then it did look like Matisse was just starting to get a critical mass of tanks. Master committed to some bad confrontations around about the 6-minute mark. He attacks the natural expansion and gets pincered by Matisse's 2 forces in a terrible move.
Oh. Master, I think Master had control over that game, but then did the same thing he did back on Berg, which is bring his commander up to the front line, focus all of his attention there. But somehow Matisse just got so distracted. He wanted to finish that. He was so thirsty for that kill that he overextended, and he didn't notice the forces of Pag Master just coming up right behind there.
Yeah, I think if he'd just waited, or even when he put down his turrets, if he'd, instead of building the second turret, if he'd built a wall in front of the first turret, he would never have been pushed back in the first place. He just made these little mistakes, then got, as you say, he just got a little greedy, went for the kill a little too early. He had the troops, he could have secured that kill, but he just gets his commander overcommitted.
My god, that was a fantastic game. That was really good.
Yeah.
I feel like Matisse is going to be quite peed off that he lost that, actually.
I don't think I've ever heard Matisse express an emotion other than just calm. I think.
Well, he'll be calmly disappointed then.
I suspect he will be disappointed in his performance at the end. Just overcommitting to a kill that I think he would have secured just seconds later. I mean, if we look there just after the commanders died, I think Matisse had the forces coming in to secure that win. He had the factory lead, he had the economy lead, he had the army lead, and then he just puts his command. Yeah, puts his command too far forward.
I think it was just thirst. It was thirst that killed him. Greed is real.
Yeah, very unfortunate.